What a fun family activity, and for such a good cause. We hope you will consider making the trip to McMorran for this year's Festival of Trees. Now let's shift gears and talk with Mr. Steve Sawdon about BTM's manufacturing business.
Welcome to Student Connections. I'm Ashley Locke, and joining me today is our guest, Mr. Sawdon.
Hi, Ashley.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
You too. Who started BTM?
Miles Allison and Edwin Sawdon. And Edwin Sawdon is my dad.
That's nice. What does BTM stand for?
It stands for Bending Tools and Manufacturing. And in the first days of the company, we built machines that bend moldings for cars, back when they used to have chrome on cars. So that's what we did.
Oh, that's cool. How long have you been working there at BTM?
About 38 years full-time and 42 years, including the part-time work.
What position were you when you started there?
Well, I was about 12 years old when I started, and I started off as the sweeper. So that was my first job.
What position are you at now?
Well, right now I'm the president and helping out with our management team. Yeah.
That's nice. How long have you been in that position?
About 10 years now.
Wow, that's a long time. When did you decide to work there?
Well, I decided to work there when my dad came up to me when I was about 12 years old and asked me if I'd like to come down and help out and, you know, sweep up and clean up and so on. And that's how I began.
Oh, that's cool. What kind of products do you make?
We make sheet metal joining tools and also automated components for building automobiles. And it's all part of the automation that's required to primarily weld a car body together or to fabricate the whole car body. So there's different types of products. The main one is for joining sheet metal together. And we're pretty diversified in that we don't just aspire to the automotive companies, but we also work with appliance companies and really anybody that's using sheet metal.
That's cool. Like, who buys your products?
Well, a lot of the automotive companies, as I mentioned, and then a lot of the appliance companies, to name a few. There's Volvo, there's General Motors and Ford. There's also BMW. And in appliance companies, it's Whirlpool, Electrolux, and General Electric. So those are some of them.
How many employees do you guys have there?
We're at about 85 right now.
Oh, that's not that many. Are there any employees from Marysville?
There's only really about, I'm thinking about 10 of those. 8 to 10 people from Marysville. But there's more in the Marysville School District. So.
Are there any plans for the BTM future?
Oh yes, of course you're always planning your future. And we're trying to come up with new products and get into different markets. So we're trying to go for some more diversification. We're doing some contract manufacturing work for other companies now. We have a very fine machine shop. And also we have very fine design facilities also and testing facilities. So we're trying to diversify a bit and get into some of these other markets.
Wow, that's cool. Where did you grow up at?
Right here in Marysville. Actually on the corner of 15th and Minnesota. That's where I grew up.
So I assume you attended Marysville High School too?
Yes, I did. Graduated back in 1973.
Oh, that's nice. Where did you go to college?
Right up here at the community college. Did the 2-year thing up there and got my associate's degree.
That's cool. Looking back, how much have you learned in high school and using your job today?
Well, high school laid down a very good foundation for future learning. The math classes, the physics classes, I took some college prep type classes, and there was chemistry, and all that kind of rolled together along with my vocational drafting classes too. And it made a real nice package to go on with. And of course I went on to SC4 and also have an apprenticeship in machine design. So that has been a big help too.
Thank you for joining us today. That was really interesting.
You're welcome.
And we'll be back with more after this.